Hey guys, welcome to the First Berserker Khazan. Okay, so for any of you guys that haven't seen this game yet or are new to it, so basically the best way I can explain this game is kind of like Black Myth Wukong, right? A little bit like that Souls-like kind of feel and element, but also more of like the God of War kind of gameplay in a sense. So in this game, there are three different ways to avoid taking damage. The first one is the normal dodge, which when you if you perfectly time the dodge, it's kind of like Wukong. It leaves like a little like outline of yourself where you previously were, and I believe it either takes way less stamina when you perfectly time a dodge, or you don't lose any stamina. Next thing is blocking. So like in God of War, you have a shield and you can block damage. In this game, you can do that with your weapons. Drains a lot of your stamina though. But if you time your block at the right time, you'll actually deflect. So it's like Sekiro, if you perfectly time your deflect, well in this game perfectly time your block, you'll deflect attacks. And then there's another way, but it's a common skill which you have to unlock with skill points. And if for PlayStation it's L1 and triangle, and Xbox it'll be LB and Y. But those two buttons you'll be able to parry. I think they call it reflection. But that one, I believe you do take some damage, but there's like certain abilities and skills will show like a little video of like what it does, what it is, and it looks like the bigger the enemy or like the bigger weapon they have will be like more damage you take when you parry. So there's another skill that reduces the damage while you're parrying. So like if you're fighting like a normal enemy, you know, basic, parry, you're not going to take any damage. If it's a bigger enemy and they hit you and you parry, you might take some damage, but not a lot. There is another one, but that one, it's counter-attacking. So if you press for PlayStation L1 and circle or LB and B on Xbox, you'll like deflect and then just counterattack and do a huge chunk of damage. But you could only do it when like this like red like splatter like thing with like a symbol in it like shows up on your character. That means whatever enemy you're fighting has a unblockable attack. So you can't deflect it, you can't block it. You either have to perfectly dodge it, or you have to just run and get out of the radius. So if you counterattack, you'll deflect the attack, take no damage, and then you'll just do a huge chunk of damage to them instead. But I'm pretty sure you can only do that when that like symbol shows up on your character. So armor sets have skills and bonuses kind of like Wukong did, where the more of one set you have, the more abilities and buffs you get. Like you get 15% more damage, you get more, health from your healing, you'll get more stamina or less stamina consumption while dodging or something. Or just more increased HP. And there's also rings and amulets that also boost like your stamina or health or whatever too. But there are a skill tree. So each weapon class has its own skill tree. It's kind of like God of War, where you have to unlock certain abilities, level them up, and then the common skills like the parrying and I believe counterattack are both common skills. There's all sorts of different ones that you have to get to. That's kind of like the gist. That's kind of like the vibe of the game. But if you didn't know, the demo for this game, if you played it, I don't know if it's still available, but wherever you got in the demo is where you would leave off in base game. So if you beat the final boss in the demo, that's where you leave off in the brand new game instead of restarting all over and have to do all that stuff over again. You can though if you want to. You just have to make a new character or a new game. It's like still available. I would definitely recommend downloading the demo if you still can. You know, giving the game a try. You know, it's definitely not like the easiest, but it's not the hardest game. You know, it's just like the final boss in the demo. He's a little challenging. He's not easy, but if you just kind of be patient a little bit and get his timing down, he's not too bad. But he does switch it up a bit, and he's kind of quick, so you have to kind of be on your feet. The first boss though you fight in the game, I believe I have some footage on my record off my PlayStation, so it might be a little bit blurry. But he's like a super easy boss, not super hard. He's cool, but like he kind of gets you, you know, on your feet, right? Like he'll pull out some attacks that will catch you off guard. He's good for practicing deflects against, you know, bigger or slower type of enemies. You know, he's a pretty fun boss, pretty chill. But then when you progress more to the next boss fight, it's a whole new vibe. He's not slow, not super easy to read sometimes. You know, he's just super fast, in your face, aggressive. And I do actually have footage of that recorded, so I'll show you guys that. But this guy was kicking my ass. I mean, I died to him like 6 times in a row or something. And one time, I thought I traded with him, you know, like you can do in like some Souls games and stuff. Hit him as he hits you and he dies and you might live, or he dies or something. Yeah, that didn't happen. He just absolutely kicked my head into the curb, and that was the end of the story. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy the boss fight, and I'll see you in the next video. I fucking dodged him in the wrong second.
You were once a hero of the Empire, but not now. For endangering all of Pelros, you are sentenced to death. Submit to us! Why fight the inevitable?
You just...
I don't have any heals. I know you're fucking lying. No. Back up. Let me do my shit, man. Yes, sir! Oh my god, man. Yeah, aura.
I will have no masters. You need my body, but I need your strength. We don't need to be enemies. I swear on my honor, my blood. We can work together, cooperate. You help me, I help you.
Isn't this the guy that voice acts Clive in Final Fantasy?
Very well.
Sounds so similar.
We have but one goal. To restore order to the netherworld.
Then help me. And I will help you do this.
I swear that's Clive, bruh. Sounds so similar.
Alliance is formed. How long it lasts is up to you.
The ghost? Did you purge yourself of it? No. You have chosen a different way. A different and more dangerous way.
As long as I get my revenge. And that is all that matters.
Your fate, it has changed now. The ghost will be your guide on this new path you have found.
Not too bad. There was a spot that I saw a crash, which is I did. They kept spot
The old woman is right. We will lead you this way.
But can I get that drip? Like, if we're working together, you feel me? Like, you could let me, like, borrow
May
something.
the blessings of the three go with you.